Hello, once again there we're playing Hogwarts Legacy and we're gonna continue the main story and side quest.
Enjoying the view?
Keeping an eye on things. Feldcroft isn't what it used to be. No one has felt safe here since Ranrock's loyalists took a peculiar interest in that castle over there. Rookwood Castle. My uncle Solomon is a former Auror and refuses to look into it, even after Anne was cursed by one of them. Possibly with a wand, no less.
I heard a goblin refer to wizard kind as wand carriers. Are goblins forbidden from carrying wands?
Precisely. That's why I'm on the hunt for answers. If I'm to cure her, I need to understand what happened to her. Anne was always the most mischievous of the three of us. Which is saying something, knowing me and ominous. I'm hoping a surprise visit from me and a new friend from Hogwarts will help lift her spirits. Come on. This way.
Revelio.
Feldcroft used to be a lot livelier. With Ranrock's lot wandering about all the time, everyone stays out of sight. Here we are. My sister should be just inside.
Aha! Sebastian, where did you... Is that what I think it is?
We've been over this, boy.
Hey.
Shrivelfigs cannot reverse a curse. Nothing can. The sooner you accept that reality, the better.
But we haven't tried everything.
There is no cure! When will you accept that?
Never. I can never accept it.
Now look what you've done.
I'm sorry.
Leave.
I'm sorry you had to see that. If you don't mind, I just need a moment alone.
Poor Sebastian. Not the visit he'd hoped for.
That boy will fray my last nerve.
Revelio.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rot.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feldcroft, really, if it wasn't so dreary now. Between the goblins at the castle and my uncle fighting with Sebastian whenever he's home.
Sebastian mentioned something about your uncle being an ex-Auror, but refusing to go after Ranrock's loyalists. I must say, I wasn't prepared for him to be as angry as he was.
Uncle Solomon is frustrated by what happened to me, and by Sebastian for thinking he can fix it. They both mean well, I know they do, but my uncle is right. This curse cannot be undone. I can feel it. Sebastian cannot take away my pain. Perhaps you can help him to understand that.
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes the futility of his search for a cure soon. I'm getting tired. I should probably rest. Thank you for stopping by. I wish you well.
Revelio. Excuse me, Mr. Sallow.
Oh, yes. Sebastian's friend. I was about to check on Anne. Did I see you come from the house? How is she?
She's all right. She said she was going to rest.
Nothing can be done for her.
It could be that you've not yet discovered the cure.
Ah, you sound like Sebastian, thinking you know better.
Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister. If there is a cure, he will find it.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne...
I understand what you're saying, sir.
Good. I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. Especially Sebastian. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he He's no idea the harm he could do if he... I hope you'll remember what I've said.
Revelio.
Good day.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I know he's angry, but he's only trying to do what he thinks is best for Anne.
He's always angry. He's been angry since my parents died. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though he blames me somehow, always calling me my father's son, as if that's an... I'm the one trying to help her. He's...
Both Anne and your uncle seem genuinely convinced that nothing more can be done for her.
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain is more than physical. It has changed her entirely. I miss my sister. And I'm going to get... Come with me. I need to show you... Ranrock's loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expecting?
Revelio.
Ranrock knows what he's doing. It's an honor to be a part of it. A good wizard is a dead wizard in my book. Ah. Let's get this over with. I won't rest. No! I will make you pay. Do you think this is funny?
Revelio.
Quietly now.
When are you going to give up? See? I'll bury you in the deepest spot. Is that the best you can do?
Confringo. Revelio.
You've made your last mistake. You fight about as well as a pumpkin. How nice of you to stop by. You're weak, human. Get away! Too slow. Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a car. I won't rest until you're dead. You've made your last mistake. You will suffer. You don't know who you're... How nice of you to stop by. I won't rest until... There you Just you wait till I'm on solid ground!
Revelio.
I confess, that was a bit more than I'd bargained for. I tried to warn you.
Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards the fire. She came face to face with a horde of goblins. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere in the smoke. Children should be seen and not heard. A blinding blast followed. They didn't even give her a chance to run.
Seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by. What were they trying to hide?
My thoughts exactly. It may be grasping at billywigs, but I keep thinking that there might be something here that might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed.
Perhaps you're right. The Loyalists are everywhere, but they do...
And at Shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They have stations for everything. I've heard that goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's Loyalists.
Revelio.
Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts professor lived in this centuries ago. But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
Revelio.
This well looks familiar. Sebastian, I've seen this before. The house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Revelio. Sebastian, over here. Do you think this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts
Who? What do you...
The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch?
I realize it's a lot to take in. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It all has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing... Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor. If I didn't know you, I'd think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it? When you put it like that. The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out. Huh, a stairwell.
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
Lumos.
It is my second week in the camp. More arrive each day. The Muggle doctors, even some of our own healers, are doing all they can for them. The grievous fallible, the ones who have survived the plague, are forever damaged by their loss. A few may pass, the skin may a scar, but the devastating sorrow remains. I saw a man much like my father who has lost a child. I couldn't bear it. I longed to give him some shred of relief. I'm beginning to think the orders are wrong. I have the power of help these souls. It seems an arbitrary not to help them as it would be to rid them of their torment.
Journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this.
I traveled here to learn, but I long to help. My internal struggles are overwhelming. It's as though the magic wants to heal, and I am the one preventing it from doing so. Should I lose hope? Will I forever regret not having done more? I cannot look into their eyes, knowing that I could lessen the burden of heartache. I saw the man leaving camp today, the one who so reminded me of my father. Surely it wouldn't hurt to help him. I could further my research, of course, but that would be a fortuitous consequence of doing something good with his ability.
Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream?
Lumos.
Because that happens to me too.
Incendio. I know it sounds strange,
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall, as though it's a window. This has happened before.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient magic.
But you said you didn't really understand it, and that you couldn't wield it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure what it all means. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel through these windows I see.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft from here. Ominous will be flawed.
We can, but perhaps best not to tell anyone else about this for now. Even Ominous.
Understood. Well then, invisible, secret, ancient magic passageway? Here we come. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts.
You did not. Sounds worth looking into.
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. I'll be in touch. Till then.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Thakkar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the Highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. We Ravenclaws must stick together.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shah say that you don't have your own telescope?
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a...
Well, thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right under... I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck.
Incendio! This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate...
Yes. What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shah was going on about? And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts.
And you need someone to...
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone. Let us get moving while the stars are still out.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong.
Revelio.
We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go. Some say the locations of the tables were originally marked by centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure. Amit, could I?
Oh,
Why are you so fascinated?
I suppose because there is so much... I mean, there is plenty to learn about a lot of subjects. They are forever discovering new moons and...
Where? Actually, that's... Revelio.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected.
Confringo! Revelio. Incendio.
More cobwebs. You don't think any spiders might be lurking about?
Oh, no. Not this close to the school, Amit.
Look, there's a table. I think you should do the honors. Go on, try it out. The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. Stargazing is all about patience and precision. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured.
Thank you, Amit.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope.
That's quite generous. Thank
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobble... It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad...
Hello, madam.
I'm simply beside myself since Rococo ran away. He's my...
I'm sorry to hear that your pet is missing.
Thank you. I appreciate your words. I mean, I've had him whilst on our morning constitutional the other day, south of here. They say that Henrietta was a paranoid recluse. Filled her castle. As we drew near, the morning sun reflected off something in a window. Oh, I've been worried sick. But I'm not about to meddle with Merlin knows what.
Why did Henrietta feel the need to protect her house like she did?
Henrietta was a baroness who married well, more than a few times. Her immense wealth drove her to a life of suspicion and isolation. The more wealth she amassed, the more paranoid she... Hence the terrifying traps throughout the hideaway. Not even her family has been willing to deal with them.
Why don't you just get Rococo?
Henrietta's hideaway is treacherous enough. I love Rococo.
I'll keep an eye out for...
Oh, that's terribly kind. If someone does find him in the hideaway, they shall be well...
What do you have for sale?
Retreat against Hosanna!
practice for me.
Shame nobody.
Revelio.
More treasure. Rococo must have been through here.
Revelio.
I'd rob my own father if there were galleons in it. Not like
More ashwinders. Revelio.
one has to always keep an eye on one's valuables. At least that's what I told the shopkeeper before I took him for everything he had.
Tell us. Suppose he's worth a look. He's like,
You'll feel that tomorrow. Please, if you last that long. How does that feel?
Slippery as a... Where's that goblin hell? Thief. Got quite a few of them.
Right now.
Something's not right with this one. I've seen it.
Reductor. Did I hurt you?
That's a display. What are you doing?
I think that one hurt. Expulsive. Not something I get to when you're in a heap of trouble. You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that
Release me!
I'm just warming up.
Death from above!
Had enough?
done.
Flash!
Incendio. Ringo. Petrificus totalis.
Quite conductive, aren't we?
Incendio. Fringo. Tango conductor.
What are your thoughts on electricity? Expulsion! You will. Notice you ain't wearing that goblin helmet, Stole. That's more.
That one hurt.
That all you got?
Done. Incendio. Fringo.
Revelio.
Petrificus totalis!
That's the end of them. Now, I can focus on finding Rococo.
Revelio.
Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Glacius. Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Accio. Incendio. Accio. Revelio. Oh, when I get my hands on that Niffler. Leviosa. Everything's... Never realized how tiring it can be to capture a Niffler. Miss Coffey!
Oh, goodness, really? How's my sweet rococo?
I'm sure he'll be happy to go home.
He will. Oh, I can't wait to get him home. Thank you. From now on, I'll keep rococo on a lead whenever we go out.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? She's robbed almost everyone.
I'm not sure.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about catching. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return us. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing.
What exactly was the family heirloom that...
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggarty women. Hundreds of years up.
Why would Catherine come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you?
Are you sure Catherine is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Catherine. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she...
I could keep an eye out for the...
You? Ugh. No, besides, the thief, my sister, only...
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. More gold. I must be getting closer.
You haven't had mushroom stew like we used to make. Oh, edge of lettuce those mushrooms were.
Revelio. Revelio. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Bring me a dozen humans to battle.
Revelio.
Take more. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
If only I could get my hands on things.
Revelio. A Niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggarty after all.
Revelio.
I have the Niffler. Now to look for the Haggarty family heir. That must be the Haggarty family heirloom. Revelio. I have some good news, Miss...
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know.
Actually, sir, the
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed.
Catelyn was the only one who knew how to get into our hut. But I suppose, well, if you found the Niffler's lair.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but what a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. At least...
Hello, is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf, Biscuit. I tried to fight back, but
I'm sorry about your mooncalf.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Oh, my poor Biscuit.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertile. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged skin.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet.
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a... Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple-minded creatures. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a...
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
Poachers! Garnuff was right then. I'd better be careful. Revelio.
Ah, well, here's how I see it.
Lucas, to tell us. Revelio.
I found a Jericho den near one of the hamlets. Made some galleons off that little find.
Come! Embarrassing! That goblin helmet.
Take a clumsy little fool! Incendio! Reductor! How did that feel? You'll feel that tomorrow. If you last that long. Did I hurt you? Listen, Tango! I bet that one hurt. Expelliarmus! Confringo! Coward! Fight me fairly!
Accio. Incendio. Revelio. Alohomora.
Now then, which one of you is Biscuit?
Levioso.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Garnuff, shall we? Hogsmeade.
Oh, dear Biscuit.
Garnuff, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh.
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure...
Oh, that is a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
We did some main quest and some side quest. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.